Up, Mike's muted. What's good? What's good? We are back. One and only Paul Masson, live from Fayettenam. Normally we go live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I have a guest coming on from across the pond. He's overseas right now, so we're gonna compensate. Go ahead, hit y'all with that DJ sounds and that. What's up, my gunshot? My gun clock. There we go. There we go. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Tomorrow we do live music reviews. We'll probably be back at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. Make sure y'all submit to livefromfayettenam@gmail.com. That's livefromfayettenam@gmail.com. Also, go check out my last interview I did with Punchline from NYC, from the Lyricist Lounge days, and from EMC, and from Punching Words. For all you real hip hop heads, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Instagram's looking a little slow right now, but it is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I usually do go live at 7 p.m. Give our guests a couple minutes to join us. Matter of fact, let's see if he's. Let me text him, make sure we good. Where's he at? One second. I hope you didn't get the times mixed up, because it is supposed to be 8 p.m. his time, and of course it's 2 p.m. here on the East Coast. And he's supposed to be tuning in live from France, so France is like 6 hours ahead of us. Last time we did an interview with somebody from France, it was DJ King Flow, and we go on live at 7 p.m. So it was literally like 1 or 2 p.m. over there in France at the time, which is like a crazy time to stay up for an interview. Like, you gotta be the biggest platform on the planet to have me up at 1 and 2 in the morning to do an interview. Let's see. He ain't text me back. Hopefully we got some good reviews tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, as it's much appreciated, and it helps the algorithms as well. Give everybody a little bit of time to tune in as well. I know most people ain't expecting me to be streaming at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Friday. Let's see. I need to post a couple more of these Facebook groups while I'm waiting. Podcast promotion group, and share the podcast. Okay. Have not heard nothing back from him yet. Hopefully he didn't have problems with the link. Oh, man. Hope everybody is doing good out there. I know this Fayetteville, North Carolina weather keeps flip-flopping. It's hot today. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow. We got that bipolar weather. Like, Mother Nature can't make her mind up out here where we at. One day it's hot, next day it's cold. One day it's hot, next day it's cold. Or literally could be hot and cold in the same day. You could wake up wearing shorts and go to bed having to wear a hoodie and jeans because it got so cold. Appreciate y'all tuning in on YouTube. Make sure y'all comment, man. Give me them comments. Give me them likes. Give me them subscribes, them follows, all that good stuff. While we're waiting on him to come on real quick, we're going to go to a quick dizzle break, and we're going to be right back.
Joke got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up, I be dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. With Callie said I need another one. Gon' have you coming back for more, but go get it while it's hot. Before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
That's right. I really mean it. You can Dizzle too. Dizzle's a premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave tequila, cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. So your Dizzle on ice and it's nice. Want to order your very own bottle or bottles? Go to dizzlebrand.com. They also got the hoodies. I'm rocking one of the hoodies right now, the Dizzle Dodger hoodie, as I call it. It's the Dodger colors. So get the hats, the hoodies, the t-shirts, and much, much more. We also got if you're in Georgia, we still got some Dizzle cans. We got the canned Dizzles as well in Georgia and the bottles. I think they're at Bim's Liquor and I forgot the other one off the top of the head. Shouts out to OG Prestige from OG Millionaire. He'll be on with me tomorrow doing music reviews. He just picked up a couple bottles of those Dizzles as well. And they sipping on them Dizzles. Man, let's maybe I guess forgot. Maybe I guess forgot. DJ Too Tough mentioned you in a story. Let's see what we got here. Shouts out to my man DJ Too Tough. I need to have him back on. Go check out the interview I did with DJ Too Tough from the Tough Crew out of Philly. You know, if you like underground hip hop, 90s hip hop artists, 80s R&B artists, soul artists, definitely check out Live from Fayettenam. Got a lot of interviews with a lot of underground cats, a lot of people from the 90s hip hop. Got a few 80s R&B soul interviews in there as well. Lenny Williams interview. We did Karen White recently. I did an interview with Melvin Riley from Ready for the World. He had that joint, Sheila, oh Sheila. And of course, Lenny Williams had that, I love you. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all comment, like, follow, subscribe. Man, I mean, can't wait too long for the guests because I don't got no backup stuff to talk about. I know now we could do the polls on they got this new feature where you could do a poll, the widgets feature. You could do a poll here on ChatGPT. We definitely gonna try that out. Probably do a topic and do a poll. Polls are always good. I know J. Cole is making his interview runs right now. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the things they questions they asking and stuff, I don't know. It seems like J. Cole wants to be friends with a lot of people in the music industry. He's really concerned about keeping friendships, and I think that's why he didn't want to make it a competition with the Kendrick versus Cole, which Kendrick versus a Cole would have been a hell of a lot more interesting than Kendrick versus Drake. Like, there's no way Drake could battle anybody like Kendrick. And even though I thought some of the Kendrick songs, like this and Drake, were pretty whack. They're pretty annoying. But as a lyricist and a battle rapper, Drake wasn't gonna be able to fuck with Kendrick. Drake's not a battle rapper. Drake is a hit maker. Um, when he battled Meek Mills isn't a battle rapper either. So, and Drake got more fans than Meek Mills. So, part of the thing is your fans are gonna side with you. It's like when Cannabis battled LL. Cannabis said 99% of your fans wear high heels, but LL Cool J has 99% more fans than Cannabis does. Always has, always will. I don't see our guest has not come on yet. I know I sent him the right link because that was the only link. Let me see. And I don't want to make assumptions because I mean we've had somebody get in a car wreck on the way to get back to do the interview. We've had a couple things come up where people did have to reschedule interviews, but I don't like rescheduling too much. Like one reschedule is cool, but we've had some people want to reschedule after 2 times setting up the interview. After a while, I kind of start to lose interest. If I got to keep rescheduling the interview, I start to lose interest because if I'm hitting you up for an interview anyways, I respect you. There's some, I have some sort of respect for you, or there's something about you I respect. Same thing goes with the fight game. Make sure I go follow the Paul Picker podcast on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok as well. If you like the combat sports or bare knuckle fighting, we got a lot of interviews for the bare knuckle fighters over there as well. And it doesn't look like our guest is coming on. Now, I did have a couple interviews ago, I did have a guest that was a little late. Um, let's see why I'm waiting. Let's see if we can pull up some kind of hip hop news. Um, I don't know. Jack Harlow basically came out and said that after this album, he thinks he got blacker. I think he got whacker too, cause like people don't want to hear Jack Harlow singing neo soul. I hate to tell you that, Jack, but nobody wants to hear you singing neo soul. That's why the album sales have dropped. I think it was a bad move for Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow was known as a guy that I thought was going to be one of the better rappers in the game on the mainstream scale, based on some of the early stuff. But, he's been a big disappointment in my opinion. YNW Melly requests prison release yet again over alleged new evidence. Keywords is alleged. And who the hell doesn't want to get out of prison early? Ray J clowns Tyrese for disappointing versus battle with Tank. Kanye West fans aren't loving Nine Vicious on Bully. Ted Cruz responds to Drewski sketch mocking Erica Kirk. I ain't see that one. I don't know what the hell that has to do with hip hop though. King Combs did an attempted burglary at home with girlfriend. T.I. dips in middle of Tank versus battle. What the hell? He dipped in the middle of the versus battle? 50 Cent reacts to J. Cole revealing why 50 Cent didn't sign him to G Unit. What? I didn't see that one. Why the hell didn't 50 sign him to G Unit? I don't. First of all, Cole's not a G. He's not a gangster. Like Cole didn't. Cole's brand don't fit with G Unit. First of all, let's get that out the way. Told Cameron despite 50 Cent hearing multiple tracks from Cole. Let's see what this says. Come on. Click on the link. Why y'all ain't pulling up? And this ain't working. Why does it not open up? I don't even need to read it. He doesn't fit with the brand. Kanye West bully credits every feature and producer. Kanye West. Damn, Kanye going crazy on the news, right? J. Cole says Roc Nation helped him secure his masters with new deal shift. That's what's up. That's what's up. I didn't think Roc Nation was gonna try to screw over Cole anyways, because Cole is the biggest rap artist that Roc Nation has ever signed. He's the biggest rap artist that Jay-Z has ever signed. He's bigger than Meek Mills. I mean not Meek Mills, Memphis Bleak. He's bigger than Young Gunner's Freeway. He's bigger than Benny Siegel was. Now the Dipset movement for a short period of time was probably as big as Cole's peak, but Cole had crazy longevity. J. Cole explains how Cameron jumped the gun on a lawsuit against him. Yeah, he did. And if I was Cole, I would have never showed up. I would have never ever showed up to Cameron's spot to do the interview after that shit. Like that was for hip hop, that was some completely bitch shit. First of all, you didn't have no contractual agreement stating that Cole was supposed to do a feature. That was probably a verbal agreement, and yeah, like Cole's probably still gonna do the feature. I'm pretty sure Cole came on your podcast and probably one of the most watched podcast interviews there is. I mean, Cole don't do a lot of interviews. He doesn't do it. And I think hip hop losing Cole, like if Cole actually is done making albums and done making songs and he's gonna focus on Jay-Z shit, like I've heard, like just business shit, it's not good for mainstream hip hop. Cause then all you got left really is Kendrick. There's not a lot of hip hop artists in mainstream hip hop. I guess you could throw in Rick Ross, maybe Kanye West. I guess you could say Big Sean, but there's not a lot of hip hop artists. Most of the artists that they call hip hop artists or put under the label of hip hop, they're not hip hop artists. They're not. They have no elements of hip hop whatsoever. They're not MCs. They're not masters of ceremony. They can't even perform for shit. Like the modern day rapper is the performance is god awful. The music isn't timeless. It isn't classic. It isn't longevity. The sound of trap and drill music and this auto tunes and this rap singing and it's not gonna last long. Their fan base is gonna basically age out real early. A lot of their fan base, hopefully, a lot of their fan base is gonna grow up. I mean, because if you 60 years old still listen to NBA YoungBoy and Little Baby and Lil Durk and whoever, that's still rapping about the same ass bullshit. Um, yeah, that means you probably ain't growing up a day in your life. You probably never gonna grow up a day in your life. And it doesn't look like our guest is showing up. He hasn't hit me back. I hope he is okay. Hopefully nothing happened. I don't want to make assumptions, but shit happens sometimes. But I do know we about to wrap it up because we about to be hitting the 30-minute mark, and our guest is still not replied. He's still not popped up yet whatsoever. Um, so yeah. But I just think it's not a good thing for mainstream hip hop if Cole just stopped doing music. There's not a lot of real hip hop artists in the mainstream anyway. When you talk DJ, graffiti, fashion, like I wouldn't call a lot of this fat. I wouldn't call wearing skirts, men wearing skirts and stuff in hip hop or so-called hip hop. I wouldn't call that hip hop at all. I would call that rap culture. And I think that's the thing. A lot of this stuff is rap culture. You know, popping pills, doing drugs, the feminism of hip hop, rap culture, like dudes wearing skirts and some of this feminine ass outfits that they wear. They definitely is a emasculating period of rap culture that people are trying to push. None of them spit bars. None of them have great deliveries. None of them have great concepts. None of them can rap past basic ABC 1 2 3 rhymes. Cat in the hat, that's all they are. They're cat in the hat rappers for the most part. Most of them. Um, None of them really rap anything positive. Even a cat like Pac was give you a balance of like negative tracks and then positive tracks. He might be doing a track about shoot 'em up, bang bang track, and then he does a positive track right after or something. You know, yeah, I don't like where rap's going nowadays. I don't think it's gonna age well in the mainstream. And we're just talking about mainstream because back in the 90s in hip hop, you weren't considered underground because you had a certain sound. You were considered underground because you weren't signed to a major label and you was on an independent label or underground situation. Nowadays, they consider anything that's, close to boom bap hip hop or 90s hip hop as underground. They consider the whole sound underground. Like there's no mainstream artists that have an underground hip hop sound whatsoever. They all have mainstream hip hop sounds or mainstream rap sounds. And that's the thing. Like they put a label on a certain sound in hip hop as it only being underground. And partially is that a lot of those old school rappers, none of them have major label situations nowadays. Typically, they all have independent label situations, and that's it. And that's another reason why I guess you could say they're underground, because most of them don't have major label situations. Major labels won't sign, a lot of these old school artists that are coming out with these new albums, the Slick Ricks and the Commons and Pete Rocks of the world. They just don't. I mean, maybe Clips might have been on a major label. I have to check what label they were on. They might have been on Atlantic or something. But besides Clips, that was like the closest to mainstream hip hop album that you've got in a while was the Clips album. The Clips album is the closest to mainstream hip hop as you've had in a while. And it was a really good album. I still don't think it was better than the Mobb Deep album, but Mobb Deep was considered an underground album. And that's the thing. Like a lot of these albums that you see coming out now, coming out on Nas's label. And I like what Nas is doing. Nas is provided an avenue, a home for artists of a certain area that want to come back out with albums nowadays. And don't get me wrong, a lot of these albums coming out from some of these old schoolers are better than the mainstream rap albums, but they don't get nowhere near the push, the exposure, the streams, the press, the talk about, I don't look like our guest is coming on, man. So we about to wrap it up. Music reviews tomorrow. Music reviews tomorrow at let me make sure. Let me see. Oh shit. You know what? I think I told him the wrong time. I think I told him the wrong time. I think I told him 8 p.m. his time, and it's actually 7 something p.m. his time. So they're actually 5 hours ahead of us, which is means I got like 30 more minutes to go. We're gonna get to a quick another Dizzle break, and then we're gonna
Me and my team, whenever we link up, they gotta be drink up. We sit down and relax and have few glasses when there's things to think about. Like I'm nice with the boss when I tend to the bars, and I'm not talking drink ups. So tell the bartender that's tending the bar to please pass me a big cup up. And tell that waitress is waiting on us to put a little ice in it. Now watch the ice become weightless like the spaceships that I be sitting in. No wait and listen, no, they're waiting for that tropical twist that'll take a taste buds. Now taste some. Yo, I insist it's the Dizzle.
That's right, really meaning you could Dizzle too. Dizzle premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave, tequila, cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. So your Dizzle and ice, and it's nice. Want to order your very own bottle or bottles, go to dizzlebrand.com. Also follow on Instagram at the Dizzle Brand. So I got the times wrong. I don't know why I thought they were 6 hours ahead of us. Looks like they were only 5 hours ahead of us in France. Looks like they're only 5 hours ahead of us, so I got to kill some time here. Let me look up, see what we got any hip hop news. Man, somebody just had to damn do laundry while I'm podcasting. Literally couldn't wait. Okay. Cole confirms Drake and Kendrick were originally on the fall off. Okay, so I guess he had to get rid of them being on the fall off. A lot of J. Cole news. A lot of J. Cole news. Kanye West reveals bully track list, clears up AI claim. Black Dot and Chomi had a collab on the way. Reveals his favorite songs in the fall off. Let's see. Not a lot of big news in the music business right now. Mano diss of 50 Cent on Biggie, inspired Bleed Like Us. Confirms Dreamville Fest rumor about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I guess they were supposed to be on Dreamville Fest. Man, that damn wash machine is sure loud as hell. I really appreciate the fact that somebody decided to do laundry when they knew I was about to podcast. I didn't even know Tyrese did a versus with Tank. I mean, tells you all you need to know about that. No big news, really, man. Oh, man. OJ the Juice Man, rapper had serious medical emergency in custody. Unjust arrest. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. Every arrest on the planet, people want to say is unjust arrest. Serious medical. So he, while in custody, suffered a serious medical episode related to his type 1 diabetes, required emergency treatment. Hopefully everything's getting better with him, but nobody ever says they did it. Everybody always says they innocent. That's for sure. That's for sure. Um Oh man, you know what? Think while we waiting, we gonna let's pull up some OG Millionaire music. Gonna play some OG Millionaire music while we waiting. What the hell? Song didn't upload. Load up. Oh. That was a WAV file. That's why. All right, hold up.
OG million now. Know what time it is? Y'all nigga ain't talking about that.
Damn, Mercy, this go crazy.
A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. Y'all fuck niggas ain't talking about nothing. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. Y'all fuck niggas ain't talking about nothing.
Jump out the porch, had to stay in the mix. Still no deal, but look how it hit. Every day hustling, trying to get rich. DMATL, all of my fits. Whole team on, you know that we lit. Step out fresh, just like me. Trips out of town whenever I vent. Nothing but cash talk, they got me bent.
Nothing but cash talk, they got me bent. OG millionaire, know we the shit. Come through stunning, we taking your bitch. With your Mercy beat, it's nothing but hits. Westside nigga, we taking this shit. I don't even care who you came here with. I'ma keep kicking this Westside shit. To the whole world screaming, AMF, bitch.
Got a pack of this shit so quick, this shit so hard. Gonna put them on their back like, oh my lord. My lord, why it's hitting so pure? Look, they stuck on the floor and they trying to get more. They saw it in the body from it doing that shaking. Jack up the prices, they still gon' take it. Crave it, pay for it soon as we make it. Banking, ain't think about who niggas hating.
A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. Y'all fuck niggas ain't talking about nothing. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. A-Town down, nigga, come through stun. Y'all fuck niggas ain't talking about nothing.
Jump out the porch, had to stay in the mix. Still no deal, but look how it hit. Every day hustling, trying to get rich. DMATL, all of my fits. Whole team on, you know that we lit. Step out fresh, just like me. Trips out of town whenever I vent. Nothing but cash talk, they got me bent.
What is this? We got the OG Millionaire Project. I need to kill some time. What is this one? Top Dre feature OG Millionaire. What is this? Which one is this? Let's see what we got here. We got chopsticks.
Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. Ride with a bad bitch. I got this shit that you can't miss. Me and fake niggas, we don't mix. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. We ain't going for that funk shit. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. We ain't going for that funk shit.
40 cal look better. These niggas after my cheddar. Her pussy wetter, I'm ice cold. Better wear your sweater. 20 East, I'm headed. She ain't cutting, didn't dead it. Baby must be a 10-piece. Extra fries and ketchup. Ass on the dresser. Ass in the Tesla. Y'all niggas is too young. Dead nigga to test me. Checked out in profession. Bad bitch obsession. And I ain't talking Calvin Klein, but she model what feather. Y'all niggas know better. Willy Millie won't let up. Bigger bacon, even better hoes. Horse and man on my sweater.
Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. Ride with a bad bitch. I got this shit that you can't miss. Me and fake niggas, we don't mix. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. We ain't going for that funk shit. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. We ain't going for that funk shit. Chicken fried right with the chopstick. Kicking game from my pulpit. Yeah, I'm back on my bullshit. Being Willie with a full clip. Getting topped off like some cool whip. OG millionaire is who you with. This a movie, nigga, not a clip. Plenty game, so I won't slip. It's game over like I'm Lil Flip. And you don't know me just like I'm Tip. West side, Bankhead, I'm northern born but southern bred. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. Ride round with a bad bitch. I got this shit that you can't miss. Me and fake niggas, we don't mix. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. We ain't going for that funk shit. Chicken fried right with them chopsticks. We ain't going for that funk shit. Weed, I got it. Beams, I got it. Promethazine with the codeine, yeah, nigga. I got it. Pimp game, I got it. Blue faces, I got it. Super game, pull a sweet dick, I got it.
Hoes, I got them. Sixes, I got them. Ride around gorilla niggas, yeah, nigga, I got them. Trees, I got them. Cheese, I got them. Your bitch in the front seat, yeah, nigga, I got them. They don't wanna see me on the boulevard. Decatur, man, these jokers still pull the card. In and out of traffic in a Hershey bar. Animal, I jump, gon' make me call the squad. Viagra on the track, I'm going twice as hard. Annie held his jacket, cut the polar side. Fuck a bitch, turn her into porn star. Send her home to you with different panties and a matching bra. $30,000 spent it at the bar. Just so I can say that I'm a fucking star. They just make deposits, I just hop a car. I can give a fuck about who you say you are.
Weed, I got it. Beams, I got it. Promethazine with the codeine, yeah, nigga. I got it. Pimp game, I got it. Blue faces, I got it. Super game, pull a sweet dick, I got it.
Hoes, I got them. Sixes, I got them. Ride around gorilla niggas, yeah, nigga, I got them. Trees, I got them. Cheese, I got them. Your bitch in the front seat, yeah, nigga, I got them.
Fuck with me, I got it. Blue faces, I'm bout it. The game is oversaturated with fuck niggas, it's crowded. This real shit, don't doubt it. I'm a vet bitch with low mileage. High octane, big gang. Never ever will I switch lanes. Pill shit you can't contain. I'll rewire your membrane. OGC is the campaign, so watch me do the damn thing. I'm country boy with the country slang. All about that money, man. Spitting just like Wu-Tang. I'm insane in the membrane. Money on my mind, money on my mind. Collecting every penny and every fucking dime. Trill niggas back, the sign of the time. Just to keep it real, it's always reason over rhyme. Weed, I got it. Beams, I got it. Promethazine with the codeine, yeah, nigga. I got it. Pimp game, I got it. Blue faces, I got it. Super game, pull a sweet dick, I got it.
Hoes, I got them. Sixes, I got them. Ride around gorilla niggas, yeah, nigga, I got them. Trees, I got them. Cheese, I got them. Your bitch in the front seat, yeah, nigga, I got them.
Top Drake. I told grandma I was born to be a star. I'ma smash another show and buy my mama a car. Got a lot of boys, so you know I'm going far. I won't let them play me out like a good talker. I told grandma I was born to be a star. I'ma smash another show and buy my mama a car. Got a lot of boys, so you know I'm going far. Play me out like a good talk.
They try to play me out. I'm like, nah, never. They just mad cause OG be on another level. OG. Fast cars, getting money, this is what I do. If you wanna follow me, I can take you to. Nigga, on the drill. Can you follow the script? Can you learn how
just how we is. Getting them props for what we did. Ended the drop on what we get. This how we live. Gymnastic tricks. Land on our feet, standing after a flip. Sticking these landers with nothing but hits. Straight in the jaws like getting bit. Choke on the spit, too much to chew it. Nigga, don't do it. Try me. Fucking with 5-6 niggas. I'm fighting a medic to get these niggas the Heimlich. Find me sliding on niggas. Riding on niggas. If we looking for them, they hiding them niggas. I don't even know how you ride with them niggas. AMF, we grinding them figures. We bigger than hype. Fuck y'all type. You can't resist the shit you like. Tell you it's something you don't wanna fight. Swallow your pride and don't deny. I'm flying like kites. Out of your sight. Niggas can't see me, not even whites. Call them and them and start up a fight. Only the underdog cause of the hype.
Drum major ATL.
You the one I'm into. You the one be blowing up my mental. Yeah, you so bad that I miss you. You the only one I can talk to when I got issues. You the one I'm into. You the one be blowing up my mental. Yeah, you so bad that I miss you. You the only one I can talk to when I got issues.
I gotta let you know, you mean more to me than these hoes. You the only one who knows everything that exposed me. You grow me, so watch me prove everything I said I do. Like ride for you and die for you. I switched up for my pride, boo. With no evil, cause these people be wishing on me evil. But when I got you by my side, chaos just peaceful. I never will deceive you. I believe in you and won't leave you. Believe me, I see you. With no limits to things that we do. That's whatever we put our mind to. Wherever you are, I'll find you. Mind you, always on my mind, boo. I do what I'm gonna do inside you. Find new ways to make you say we'll spend our time away for days. Look at all the love we made, and it's all for goodness sake.
You the one I'm into. You the one be blowing up my mental. Yeah, you so bad that I miss you. You the only one I can talk to when I got issues. You the one I'm into. You the one be blowing up my mental. Yeah, you so bad that I miss you. You the only one I can talk to when I got issues.
Never woke up not in love with you. I wanna be with you, spend all my time with you. You know that you my boo. I made mistakes. I want you in my life, so I'ma get it right. Then I'ma keep it tight. Could've been through enough, boo. Dealing with my stuff too. I got some nerve. No wonder you left me on that curve. Now this my word. I'ma be that man that you deserve. Give me some time. You know I'll be your peace of mind. Relaxation. Anything you want, no hesitation. I'll help you fight them demons. Know that you've been facing. We soul tied. Even through the stormy weather. Stop playing, boo. You know we supposed to be together.
You the one I'm into. You the one be blowing up my mental. Yeah, you so bad that I miss you. You the only one I can talk to when I got issues.
Yo, we about to get to a quick dizzle break, and I'll be right back.
That dizzle ain't no joke, got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up, I be dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. When Callie said I need another one, gon' have you coming back for more. But go get it while it's hot, before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
That's right. I really mean it. You can dizzle too. Dizzle's a premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave tequila, cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. So you dizzle on ice and it's nice. Well, order your very own bottle or bottles. Go to dizzlebrand.com. Follow at the Dizzle Brand. We're gonna play one more little record while I'm waiting. This is a throwback record. Me and Mr. Jones. Let's see what we got here.
Word. Here we are, man. Fayettenam. Vietnam business, man. Vietnam business. Peace to everybody that remember where Legion Living was at, man. 71st. Forever and a day, I'ma be John Jay. I know just where I'm headed, going every which way. Sometimes you gotta leave when you wanna stay. Sometimes you gotta chill when you wanna slay. Parlay, same energy for the next day though. Be like water, form like Play-Doh. No Play-Doh, form like dough. Oh, you never had bread fresh out the oven? That's a real quest, every slice fresh. Yo, we're still alive, think about your last quest. Hey yo, your past life could have been your last death. Hey yo, your last talk could have been your last breath. Hey yo, I'm only speaking to the true and living. I speak for receivers, thankful for what's given. It's all about saying thanks. I got more love than money in the bank. It's all about saying thanks. I got more family than money in the bank. How long? For 8 years in the Raleigh zone. Peace, Prime Minister P. It's good to be home. Vietnam business.
Yeah, 82 bitches.
You either participate or you a witness.
Vietnam business. Let's go.
Vietnam business.
I'm from Vietnam. Make way for the dime. P got my sign. I'm Godzilla to your King Kong. Just sing along, the name rings bells, it's Paul Masson. I know you heard of me, these jealous ass rappers, they wanna murder me. I'm hot to the 3rd degree, slice up the beat surgically. I'm like Mercules when I murk MCs. Vietnam ain't the home of the murk, and the South is the home of the rose with the dirt. We exposing your skirt, when we pull up, you froze up from that skirt. Every day this ain't grind, we put in that work. The home of the scrapping and rapping, the Vietnam and the home of the trapping and clapping. More than half these motherfuckers capping. I leave the ship, so just say aye, Captain. I subscribe till it will, not it might happen. And once you stop making moves, you the first cat I'm lapping. Y'all chasing clout, I'm chasing money to be stacking. Your honey, I be macking. Why you missing in action? It's closed caption, you'll ask Finn. I be doing this for life like I was Mac 10 with Dub C. And I don't give a fuck, you haters don't love me.
Nah.
Vietnam business.
Yeah, it's Vietnam business. You know, Vietnam business. You either participate or you the witness. It's Vietnam business. Take me to court, you can play the witness. Hey, it's still Vietnam business. What it is, yo, it's Vietnam business. What they say, yo, it's Vietnam business. Hope niggas, you know, it's Vietnam business. Spring Lake, you know, it's Vietnam business. Clay, Vietnam business. Vietnam, Raleigh, Vietnam business. Hey, yo, I'm minding. Everybody chill, man. It ain't like that. Relax. But it's Vietnam business. Don't care what you say, Vietnam business. Come from where you come, 910 business. Yeah, 910. 26 business. Vietnam business. Yo, Paul. Prime Minister. God is my witness. Every day, man, Vietnam business.
We're gonna get in one more song. This was actually song of the day a few weeks back. Really good vibe. Jesse Pringle. Mercy by Jesse Pringle. Gotta get motivated.
Lord have mercy on me. I fell in love again. This woman, where did she come from? I was cool, see I was doing my thing independent, but she needed a ride, and I seen them thighs, goddamn them eyes. She's a day one, always have fun, ride or die son, but I'm losing it. This is crazy shit, I can't handle it. Lord have mercy on me. again. Oh, this woman, she played a trick on me, and now I'm in too deep. See, what was good has now turned bad. There's a message. I was happy, y'all, but now I'm mad. I'm in trouble, yeah. The truth, it hurts, but I'd rather be hurt than be lied to. Damn you, woman, I love you. Lord, have mercy on me. I fell in love again. Oh, this woman, she played a trick on me, and now I'm in too deep. We're surrounded now, and it's going down. Gonna die, baby. Gonna die. Girl, I'm all in, either lose or win. I'll go all the way. I'll go all the way. Now we've lost it all, we've been through it all, and we've seen some shit. Now it's time to split. Damn, baby, I'm here. Lord, have mercy on me. I fell in love again. Lord, I fell in love with this woman. Oh, this woman. She played a trick on me, and now I'm in too deep.
No, man, that was some soulful music right there, yo. Shouts out to Jesse Pringle. That was Mercy. Actually got Song of the Day some weeks back. And go check out the interview on Live for Fayettenam with Jesse Pringle. And Jesse Pringle also fought in the BKFC bare knuckle as well. And you know, I do a lot of the bare knuckle fight interviews, so that was always a plus for me. Our guest should be coming on here in a few minutes. I definitely had the times mixed up. Definitely had the times mixed up. We're gonna get to another quick dizzle break, and we'll be right back.
Tropical drink.
How we drinking? Me and my team, whenever we link up, they gonna be drink up. We sit down and relax and have few glasses when there's things to think about. Like I'm nice with the boss when I tend to the bars, and I'm not talking drink ups. So tell the bartender that's tending the bar to please pass me a big cup up. And tell that waitress is waiting on us to put a little ice in it. Now watch the ice become weightless like the spaceships that I be sitting in. Now wait and listen, no, they're waiting for that tropical twist that'll tickle your taste buds. Now taste some. Yo, I insist it's the drizzle.
That's right. I really mean it. You could dizzle too. Dizzle is a premium luxury liqueur mixed with agave tequila, cognac, and orange liquor mango mix. So your dizzle nice and it's nice. Want to order your very own bottle or bottles? Go to dizzlebrand.com. They got the hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. This is one of the hoodies right here. This is the Dizzle Dodger hoodie, as I call it. And Dizzle was established in 2001, but it was bottled about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, OG Millionaire just texted me back. I said I was playing some of his music to kill time. And our guest should be coming on here in about 5 to 6 minutes. Let me go ahead and share this podcast to a couple more pages real quick and mention the @ followers and all that good stuff. And I probably, since I've been on here for like an hour, I definitely got the times mixed up. I thought they were 6 hours ahead. They're actually 5 hours ahead. So what I am gonna do is I'm going to clip out the interview and upload it separately after I'm done, separate from this live stream as well. And I still got to share it to one more Facebook group here. Share it to Planet Playlist, or not group, but Facebook page, and then mention everybody on that as well. And then we should be good to go because he should be popping up here really soon. And let's go ahead and share this. All right, so bam. Let's give him a little bit of time to come on. Let's see, please like, comment, and follow. Let's get on Instagram. Let's go ahead and shouts out to my man Savage Combat Sports Media. Appreciate you tuning in. Shouts out to Tree Beard the teacher. Shouts out to my man Get Down, James Get Down Brown, Joey Baldwin, 7655, DJ Sir Jinx, and anybody else that tune in on Instagram. Appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, and follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Guess should be popping on here in about three minutes from now. Also, where's our QR codes? QR codes, where you at? Media assets. Make sure y'all go. Where's our QR codes? Make sure y'all go to Dizzle Brand, scan that QR code, and that'll take you to dizzlebrand.com, where you can order your very own bottle or bottles. Dizzle is available in Arkansas, California, Missouri, and Georgia, Arkansas, California, and Missouri. Hopefully coming soon to a city or state near you as well. Oh man, let's see. Make sure like, comment, subscribe. Oh. Text your link. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let me text him the link. What is it? 510. What's the link? Okay. Was it 510-774 5940? What is that? 774 5940. Okay, hold on. You want me to text him the link? Let me text him the link. Come on, load up. Damn it, man. Make sure we got it right. So it's 774-5940. Okay, hold up. All right, make sure that's correct. So 510-774-5940. All right. I just texted him the link, so let's see if that works. All right. Give him a minute or two. Shouts out to my man Cool Kim. Go check out the interview on Live for Fayettenam as well. All right, let's see if he got it. He's in on long standing dinner with Jay-Z. Little Baby played with Cardi T's new music ahead of. Ain't no real big news out. Really slow slow news cycle in hip hop right now, I would say. Okay, I just sent him let's see, make sure you got it. Oh, there he goes. All right, let's introduce our guest properly. He's originally from Oakland, California, but he's coming live from France. He's part of a few different groups, Quantum Projects, The Mighty Underdogs, Lateef and the Chief, and hopefully I got this name right. I think it's Lateef. And he also has some solo albums as well. Solo album, few mixtapes, and he's very, very versatile. Listen to his music. I really like what I hear. A lot of different styles, a lot of different sounds. He's dabbled in other genres as well. Let's bring on the one and only Lateef, the Truth Speaker. Lateef, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I was out off an hour. I thought it was actually y'all were 6 hours ahead and y'all were 5 hours ahead actually.
Yeah. Paris and the UK are a little bit off, but yeah.
So did I pronounce that group name right with Lyrics Born? Is that Lateef?
You did pronounce it right, which is not everybody don't do that, but yeah, you did.
Okay. And that's basically your name and Lyrics Born put together, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like Monifa or something.
So let's start up. You grew up in Oakland.
Yes, sir.
Right. What moments in your childhood shaped your voice that we hear today in the music?
Oh wow. That's tough. I have a lot of different I would say I've gotten a lot of different contributions from different teachers. I think for rap, there were certain moments early on that really shaped it. Certain songs really. I always thought, "Come along and ride," "Fantastic Voyage," by Lakeside.
Slide, yeah.
Had a little rap in it, but even before that, my father was a big. He used to do a lot of bebop, and so he would play like Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross and stuff like that. And particularly, there's a song that me and Gab used to bug out on when we first met called "Cloudburst." And in it, I mean, the dude is really rapping well, and so stuff like that. Even stuff like Trouble Man, Marvin Gaye. There were certain songs to me that I always kind of heard, and that for me were kind of preludes to what would one day would coalesce into hip hop. My dad was a big Watts Prophets fan, so I would hear that. Gil Scott Heron, stuff like that. So hip hop wasn't, when it started to kind of emulsify into an idea, I had heard the ideas coming for a long time, and they made sense to me, you know. Yeah, even Stevie Wonder, you
So
know. Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your father, and I noticed
Hmm.
both of your parents had connections to the Black Panther movement. How
Hmm.
did that influence your perspective as an artist?
I think even more than an artist, just as a person, I think that it really entrenched me. That in the Bay Area entrenched me in a very strong, um, maybe maybe it wasn't totally sane, but an idea of just doing it yourself, of
Okay.
of self realization and self dependence and independence in that way. And I've always, since I started, I've always been independent and believed in independence as a way to get things done. And I still do, now to this day, I'm still doing it independent in a lot of ways, in a lot of different ways. So, yeah. And I think that as far as the Black Panther movement, though, that was really a political education that I think, especially right now, just predicting the future. It's what it is now. The things that we were warned about and warning people about at the time, it's just
Yeah.
very much come to pass at this point. And I think that's one of the reasons I was a little bit prepared for this. Especially after the first go round with what was going on in, what was that, 2016. I just kind of saw what was coming and was, moved appropriately. And also some serendipitous stuff happened that landed me out here in France. But yeah, word.
So you formed this group with Lyrics Borns, and how did that duo form?
I mean, when we did it, it was a very kind of we were young. We were on the same page creatively. We were growing together
Okay.
as well as with Blackalicious and DJ Shadow, and all of those things all together led to us just sharing ideas and crystallizing ideas together that were, in retrospect, very forward thinking and still get duplicated and replicated to this day. I'm proud of a lot of that work, and it was a real baptism for me in the industry, and I think Lyrics Born as well. That I really appreciated all of the touring, all of the shows, doing it independently, and that was back in the good economy. We would be linking up
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
shows to can break out the merch money, and it looked like a drug deal back there. It was great.
So I mean, working with Lyrics Borns, like, what made the chemistry so unique?
I think that the thing about me and Lyrics Born was that early on we were able to shed our egos and contribute to songs uh, for their greater good, and that's so you have a lot of
Yeah.
trade, a lot of back and forth and stuff on our stuff, and a lot of that stuff I really couldn't tell you who wrote what today. We wrote the songs together. If somebody
Okay.
had a good idea, then the good idea won, and we didn't fight for our own. I mean, we fought for our own ideas, but if somebody had a good idea, it's a good idea. You say it's a good idea, and you put that in there, and even if it was on your part of the song, you was gonna say the part, and that's just how
Yeah.
it was. So I think that was one of the big parts of our chemistry, and we still have it to this day. We still work on songs, still work on music. Um, I would say it's a trip now because our understanding both of songwriting and making stuff is so much more developed,
Uh-huh.
and and we still are able to help each other clarify our ideas and come out with good ones. I did a bunch of co-writing on his last record that he just put out, and some of that stuff was really well received, and I was really happy to see that because we both worked on it and worked hard on it, figuring out what the ideas were and the order and all this stuff. So that was great. I still enjoy and learn working with Lyrics Born to this day. So yeah.
So you brought up that y'all don't have an ego. when y'all did the albums together and stuff. Did you think that's basically the downfall of most groups is the ego?
It's hard for me to say. Not the groups I'm in. um, it's hard for me to speak to other groups. I see it sometimes with other groups, and it seems like maybe that's a factor. And I think that, I think one of the things about Lyrics Born and I, and the reason that we could operate egoless is because we were both supportive of each other.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
Lyrics Born wanted to go work on a solo record, it wasn't like I was like, "No, man, you got to do. I'm gonna control you." It wasn't like that at all. It's never been like that between the two of us. And we support each other in our various endeavors, not even just music, family, whatever, other things that you're interested in. So I think that's really where a lot of that chemistry is. And all of my relationships with all of the quantum folks, all the artists, the friendship, I decided early on that the friendship came before the music.
Okay.
And as a result, I'm still really, really good friends with everybody in it, from DJ Zen, Chief XL, and I have a new Lateef and the Chief record that's not, nobody's heard it yet. It's not, we're about to start letting some folks listen to that. Me and DJ Shadow talking about working on a new song right now. That's my guy. Yeah, man. Even DJ Zen, who does all of this writing stuff, who's the book, just came out with his Bruce Lee book.
Okay.
He helps me work on. I have some writing projects, and he helps me on those. So the friendship has always been most important to me of those relationships, and I still, I still do that. I'm like that with a lot of folks that I work with, to be honest, man. Fatboy Slim. I go kick it with Fatboy Slim sometimes at his spot. Just go kick it. I step out of France. I go to the UK for a couple weeks, and I'm chilling with my homie. It's not working on no music or nothing. We just chilling, having dinner, going out, going whatever, grab some food, whatever. Yeah.
Well, that goes into my next question. So you work with Fatboy Slim. How different is it collaborating across genres?
This is something that I always thought was interesting. Some of the stuff that I've done with Fatboy Slim has been lightweight hits. We got nominated for a Grammy for one of those songs.
Yeah.
And I've always felt like, a lot of the stuff that I like the most, it gets called pop nowadays, whether it be Outkast or Lauryn Hill or something like that. I think about how if those records didn't blow up, they wouldn't have that label at all. And how important it is to remain yourself in the process of working on things, regardless of genre, because your authenticity is ultimately what should resonate with people. Or, I find. And when I say should resonate with people, I don't mean that that's the only way it's done. Some people are fake as hell, and that resonates with people, whatever the fakeness is. But you got to live with that too. The ripples from that fakeness are what you will also experience through your life. And I'm not into that. I would rather be authentic. And then, if I'm in Italy and the song comes on the radio and somebody likes it and they're like, "Oh my God, is that you?" And I can be like, "Yeah, that's me." And I got to be like, "No, that's not me. That's not me." I don't have to do that. So, I think that being yourself and being true, it transcends genre. And as long as you do that, and that's what I've always tried to do, I think that you'll be all right, regardless of where the song ends up. I'm not really one of those guys who I'm not going to go into a studio with a bunch of record execs and play my song and have them clap, and all of a sudden I think, oh, the song is something different. Like, the song is what it was when I came in there. You can clap or not clap. I either like it or I don't. It's not really going to affect me. You know what I mean? It's not going to change me. So I kind of have that consistently when I'm working on something. It doesn't matter the genre. Do I like it? If I like it, then I'm good. And then if I think that whatever that idea is, it translates well, then that's cool. I have a project out here in France that I'm working on called Growl. It's myself, a rapper from the group Cyan Super Crew, a big French group. My boy Leroy, one of the rappers in it. There were six people in that group. And General Electrics and the drummer Cyril Lateef of Bumcello. So we got this band. And we go in once a month to this place, La Petite Halle, and we perform once a month. And we have a record, 12 songs that we did. And I had my ideas, it's the first time that I've done a record and then played it before the record came out. Usually I make a record and then I sit there and I say, oh, this is the best song or that's the best song. We should put this one out. This is a single. This will be on radio, whatever, And with this project, it's been different because we go in and we perform it for people.
Yeah.
And the people dictate what the set list has. We have ended up dictating what the set list is. And songs that I was like, that's just all right, have ended up being the obvious runaway hits. Like if there are hits on this record in order, it's one of those things where when you play it live, your opinion actually, even as the creator of it, starts to matter less because people will tell you what they like the most. They turn a lot of for this. They gravitate to that. You can see it when it happens. And I think that that's different and has kind of changed some of my ideas about, I don't know, my ear or my ability or not, my inability to hear hits. I don't know. Because the two songs that resonate the most when we perform them live are not the two songs that I would have picked off of the record for singles. I mean, I might have, but it wouldn't have been like, we need to go all in on these. Now it's like, it's not even really my decision. You can tell those are the two that need to remember.
Well, I always felt like a lot of artists make music for themselves when if you got a certain core fan base, you really should be making the music for them.
I think, I would kind of flip that around a little bit in the sense of like, I see some artists that will have a hit and then like have some kind of weird resentment for the hit, like you wrote the shit and it blew up. Like if that's what the crowd want to hear, don't go out there and not play it.
Yeah.
You got some kind of emotional thing going on with the song. Give the people what they want. You wrote the song, that's their song. Go out there and see it. I go out, I still do Lady Don't Take No to this day because if somebody's there from the Bay, that's probably what they came to hear. And I can feel how I want to feel about it. You know what I'm saying? They like what they like. And there is that. Like, there are some songs that I've written that I really like a lot. I enjoy that song that I wrote, But if nobody ever has to hear about it, that's great. That's great that I like it. You know what I mean? I can go listen to it when I want to listen to it. But if I'm gonna go do songs for other people, then I need to get kind of an idea of what it is that they're vibing with and what it is that resonates with them and present that to them. I don't know that you need to necessarily make music for other people, but I think that once you present your music as yourself and as your offering, you don't the options or choices for what it is that you're going to play to a certain extent, they start to get taken out of your hands if you're lucky enough to have people listen and like them. Those are the
You're
people
right.
showing up.
Everybody isn't that lucky.
That's right. Some people just always listening to their own stuff like, man, this is great. And whether you right or wrong, don't even matter. You know what I mean? It's other people, I know tons of people that have records that they've never released, and that's awesome. Maybe that is the best record that was ever made. It just doesn't count.
Because nobody knows.
That's right. Nobody knows. It's a great piece of art you get to enjoy and hopefully learn from and grow from and discover new things about it. But we don't all get that enjoyment, and therefore, in terms of the community, it just doesn't count.
So you've been in this underground scene for a long time now. Is the era feel any different than back in the days?
Yeah, definitely.
What's different?
I think, I talk about this sometimes, and I just feel like, selling records used to be more like selling drugs.
Yeah.
And now selling records is more like pushing an app.
Okay.
And it's not the same thing, Online marketing is not the same as hand-to-hand crack sales.
Nope.
And I come from the era of hand-to-hand crack sales, and I was good at that. And that's kind of still what I kind of do. Sell crack. No, I'm kidding. But I'm still out here. I actually enjoy selling physical product more than I enjoy selling digital product. Straight up, like I like the creative process that goes into creating something that somebody gets to experience. I like the creative process that goes into making an album. I like to create both physically and on the mic in the whole studio. Um, uh, you know, the other stuff is necessary nowadays. You gotta do what you got to do, especially if you're gonna shoot for the moon. Which I think
Yeah.
every artist should do with every project they have while they can, because there's only a certain window that's open for a while of when it's new, when the baby is new to the world, and I think everybody should go for it at that moment. But I think that's and even that brass ring is different from what it used to be, you know, and so you just have to consider as an artist what it is that you consider success and what it is what those measurements are for you. Is it being on Rap Radar and being on all these other platforms and ultimately potentially lifting them up after you've been forgotten and maybe your content is barely even shared, or is that a goal? And if it is, then that's
Yeah.
awesome to go for it. And if you want something else, or if you feel like if that's not going to satisfy you as an artist, then maybe that shouldn't be your goal. You should have a different goal. So I think that's kind of how the difference is from the old, how it used to be to now. And also, even when I started though, you got to think the independent route was rare, bro. Like
Yeah.
Full Size put out its first record, and it was us and Wu Tang. That Protect Your Neck, the
Damn.
black and white version. There was nothing else out.
Yeah.
You know, E40 was the only other cast that was putting stuff out. Sick with it, and that was a label that we looked at and was like, they're doing it good. I can remember being in the car with Festo, who I went to high school with all of the high road guys. And I was
Okay.
like, man, y'all should go independent. We going independent. We're doing this. And he was like, oh wow, and he was listening. And then sure enough, I was like, cause y'all got it. Y'all got the crowds. You could just go tour by yourself. You can build it by yourself. And he I'm sure I wasn't the only one telling him that, but I was one of them, and I just feel like back then there was also a way that as a youngster you could kind of communicate, and we went into the whole game and we kind of emulated what we saw majors doing, and we just straight took we stripped their the hip hop industry at that time and what it was, and we just applied it to what we were doing. So we had distribution deals like we were a major, but we were indie. At a certain point, we were hiring on reps that would get fired from the labels. We would go after those. We would find out who they were, go holler at them, hire them on for what we could pay them, and tell them to go do what they were doing for the rep for the major for us.
Yeah.
And we would just kind of clone what the majors were doing, and we would do it on the indie level, much scrappier. And there were ways that helped to inform all of our peers, from Mystic Journeymen who were out there just when they were doing it much more just straight hand to hand. You know what I mean? We were getting into stores, and people kind of considered us with Quantum like the professional indie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anytime that we made a move, we went to a new distributor, we turned around and it was 6 of our peers, the cruise was on our backs, you know what I mean? Just we going where they're going, we going where they're going, we going where they're going, because we had good successes with our stuff, and a lot of support. I can remember going to the record store in Minneapolis, and Atmosphere Slug came out and was like, "Hey man, I love this Lateef record," Da 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 da. He hadn't put out a record yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just to kind of know, and then look, and then Rhymesayers comes out, and they kind of base what they're doing off of what we were doing, and have tremendous success. And I have some people who come up to me and they're like, "Oh man, these cats be biting you," and I'm like, "Bro, ain't that the whole point of this whole thing? Like,
Yeah.
Like I'm here because I listened to some cats rapping and was like, wow, that's great. I'd like to do that. Then I looked at what they were doing
Yeah.
in business. Wow, that's great. I'd like to do that. Look at their albums. Wow, this is brilliant. I would love to do this. If somebody does that, if somebody looks at my stuff and does that, shouldn't I be flattered? Like, ain't I happy to be a link in the same chain that done fed me? Like, that's the whole point. So
Yeah, people are so negative. They automatically just call it biting when it could be that you're inspired or, you know, or you inspired them.
Absolutely. And those are the best. You know, it is inspirational when people are inspired by you, straight up. You
Yeah.
know, when
Yeah.
people are like I remember Gab, this brother Afro, right?
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
from New York. He was a big Gab fan. And at some point he
Okay.
reached out and he told Gab so. And bro, Gab couldn't shut up about how raw Afro was. And he's right. But you know, my point is just how having somebody that he liked that much be inspired by him was for him
Yeah.
inspiring, you know? And
Yeah.
that's kind of how it should be, you know.
So let's talk about your solo album debut that you had, Firewire. How important was that for you when that came out?
Man, that record was super important for me. It was a record that, you know, I did it with a bunch of my friends. You know, Dan the Automator was very helpful with me on that project. He
Okay.
gave me some excellent artistic advice during the course of that of making that record. He produced one of the songs on there. There's a song with Shadow on there. It was really a culmination of me working with just everybody in the crew and really writing a lot. I wrote a ton for that record. There's a mixtape, The Truth at Sea, that came out at the same time that has a bunch of the stuff that was only like a verse or two that we had worked on, but there's like 30-40 songs on that thing. Like all together it was a collection of almost like 60-70 songs that I had done. And the writing was good, you know. I mean, I did it over the course of like 2 years or something like that, 2 or 3 years, but you know, I wasn't repeating myself. You know what I mean? Like I was coming with new ideas and new ideas. So it was very good for me, especially like artistically at that time. Um, and I think it was kind of like it was a genre bender. It wasn't really like me staying in one place, and I was exploring some sounds and
Yeah.
some textures in my voice and singing and stuff I hadn't done. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed that record. And that record was also one of the pipelines to France for me. I toured that record in France more than I toured it in the US. Um, I got invited to come
Okay.
out here with Mr. J. Medeiros and Stro, the percussion Stro, who plays now with the Roots. And Mr. J. Medeiros, who he's out here in Paris now. He's in this group with out here with Sil 20, Alta. They have a French group that they do, and you know, pretty big out here. And he comes through to the
Okay.
growl parties and sits in with us and be rocking with us. And they had me come out when I did the Firewire record, and I toured with them. I toured with General Electrics out here, and so I did a bunch of tours around that album out here. And in the States, I think I did one or two, and I think one of them was like with Blackalicious or something like that. Yeah. But it was one of the things that
When I was listening,
really
it felt
excited.
like there was a lot of experimenting going on with the sounds. I like the
Yeah.
fact that it wasn't just hip hop. There was a couple songs that really stood out to me as my favorites on the one Only Thought
Oh wow.
and Left Alone.
Yeah, that's the one that
Like
Left Alone was done by by my guy, who incidentally was also the first person that ever recorded all of the Dan the Automator was the first person that I recorded like my first single with. So that
Okay.
was also on the Firewire. That was the first song he and I had worked on together like that. Although we did a couple of other things on a project called Pillow Fight, that was also good. But yeah, those songs were good. That's interesting that you like Only Thought. Only Thought is an interesting song for me, man, because that song is based on a song that you can't hear anymore because the artists that originally did the song that I heard that inspired it totally took the song down. And that was the song
Oh
from
man.
the Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels soundtrack, the original one called "Oh Girl" by the Evil Superstars, which was like a super group at the time. And I guess they had a falling out with the label to put it out. La 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 la. You can't hear the song no more. I think you might, you can usually find something on YouTube. You might be able to find it on there, but that song was the kind of root. I liked that song a lot. And then Only Thought was really, I was kind of looking for a place to couch some ideas that I had at the time about some relationship ideas. And that was what came out as we were working on it. That was what the producers had played me something. And I was like, ooh, it kind of reminds me a little bit of that. I want to kind of explore this idea some. And of course, when I did that, I was like, oh, let me go back and listen to the song because I couldn't get the song. What happened? And yeah.
You had another one. You had a video for. I think it's called Heck of It.
Yes, Heck of It. Yeah.
Where do you come up with all these different styles that you have?
Oh man, I think I really like music, man. I really like music. I like a lot of different kinds of music. So I listen to a lot of different stuff. I listen to, and I mean a lot of different stuff. I listen to a lot of reggae. I listen to a lot of Afrobeat.
Afrobeats is hitting.
Afrobeats to me, and so this is an interesting theory I have about music in general is that, to me right now, Afrobeats is probably the most alive music on the planet.
I agree.
And to me, the litmus test of how you can tell if music is alive or the most alive is that when you have other artists from other genres do collaborations with that music, does that music sound like whoever the other genre is, or does it sound like them just doing that genre? Because that's what hip hop used to do.
Yeah.
If you were going to make a rock hip hop song, rock people going to hate that song because that song's hip hop now. Everything hip hop changed. Even reggae at the time.
You're right.
If hip hop
You're right.
Man Cobra song, that's a hip hop song now. I know y'all, it was the Big Bully. I know y'all think this is, I know y'all love him and everything, but that's hip hop's now. You can't have that back. And to me, now you hear hip hop artists on Afrobeat songs, and it's an Afrobeat song. Bad Bunny on the Afrobeat song. It's an Afrobeat song. J Balvin, Afrobeat song. It don't matter who it is. Afrobeats is the living amoeba at the moment, and if you touch it, it's gonna eat you, not the other way around. I think there are a lot of other things about Afrobeat that are also super, super interesting and super dope. In some ways, it seems like it's like reclaiming all of its assets from the diaspora and just taking all of the different arms of itself and incorporating it back into itself and making it stronger. It's great to see. But I listen to everything, man. I listen to electronic and, punk, and I listen to rock. I listen to all of that stuff. I like a good melody. I like good lyrics. I like good writing. So it doesn't really matter what genre it is. If I like the song, I like the song. And if I connect with the song, I connect with the song. And I will also say that there was a time in my 30s when I was like a little bit like pessimistic, when I was like a hater, I didn't like nothing, And I found that I had to adjust how I was listening to music. And I had to make it so that I listened to new songs to like them and to find what I liked about them. And if I didn't like it, then there's something about it I didn't understand, And if I could find something that I understood about it, I didn't necessarily have to like it, but I could understand why maybe somebody else might, and have that information if I ever needed to lean on it. So there's that too. Like I've changed my ear and how I listen to listening to like songs and listening for things I like in songs as opposed to trying to not like a song. Because hey, the fact of the matter is you can't listen to everything. It's too much shit right now. Too much.
Yeah, no, it is. 60,000, 100,000 songs a day. That's too much, man.
It's too much. And if you really don't like something, it's with that many songs, if it's something new, you got to be like, okay, I'm not feeling this one. This one's not attracting me. I'm not connecting with this one. Whatever. But at a certain level, when it comes to almost any artist, and I mean almost any artist, like once they start to get to a catalog that's like 50 to 100 songs, if you don't like something that they made, you probably aren't listening, you know?
Yeah.
Because you put anybody at the top of the 3-point line, give them 100 shots, something gonna go in. No, something was a good song. Something was a good idea, at least. Some they hit a good melody somewhere. Something, even if it was derivative. Um, so there's that too. Like I feel like that, like about Drake. You know, people like I hate Drake. I'm like, you could say you don't like Drake the person, but you
Yeah.
can't just say none of the songs are good and just put a
Yeah.
blanket over a huge, 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 catalog. Um, yeah, and I
You
think
don't
that's
have
true for
200 hits if you ain't got no good songs.
come on. And you
You
got
got
some of the
literally
best songwriters
200
in the world
freaking
working on.
hits. Yeah.
Yeah, and the best songwriters in the world helping. You know, that don't make no sense. That means that you're listening with prejudice, like I was just saying. You know what I'm saying? You're not listening to like something. You're listening to not like something, which is different. You know.
Well, I don't think most people will open up their minds to other genres. Like I do music reviews on Saturdays. We review all genres. I mean, lately, like the rock songs been killing it. The blues song, like blues, you give me a guy who's on a blues guitar and he can sing, man, it's hard for me to pick a rapper, just a guy who only raps over a guy who's killing the blues guitar and he's singing like crazy. It's just hard for me to pick a rapper over that.
It is. I mean, you got to be talented. You know what I mean? I think you got to be talented no matter what it is that you're touching. You know what I mean? Blues is a little bit easier because the pace usually of the songs is slower, which allows you to think more
Yeah.
in the middle, so you can
Yeah.
come up with stuff. And the space in between the lyrics can let a lyric sink and hit a little bit harder than a lot of times with hip hop. You the stringing together of the ideas and the heaviness of them is what's dope. You know, you think about it like a Black Thought, you know what I mean? And it's heavy thought, heavy thought, heavy thought, heavy thought,
Yeah.
heavy, and you get your mind thinking like that. And if you don't like thinking a lot fast, you might not like that music,
Black
and rap
Thought.
in general,
Yeah.
But a lot of people,
Yeah.
but more people can listen to music where they have some time to digest the lyric and then be like, oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, and then you can look at it like this, and then okay, now we're talking about something else. All right. Oh yeah, that's true. And you can think about it like this, and then yeah, now something's coming. That's a much easier mental pace to keep than a lot of motherfucking Mike and I. mean, this
I actually interviewed him too. Yeah.
Yeah, good dude, good brother.
They,
I like Mike and I.
they say he got the biggest vocabulary in hip hop.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, he says the most words. You know what I mean? He's going got these Kobe.
He probably saying words that I can't even pronounce.
Oh, bro.
He's over there saying words I can't even pronounce. I don't even know the definition of yet. Like his vocabulary is crazy.
Yeah, the other thing to me that's amazing about Mike and I, having worked with him before, we got a song top qualified together on the Haiku d'Etat record, which is him, Abstract Rude, and AC Alone's record project together. He did a song with all of the Quantum, so me, Gab, and Lyrics Born. And on that song, man, the chorus, he came up with the chorus, right? But Mike and Nine's freestyle zone is so heavy that he does not remember what he just said. He'll start freestyling and he just disassociates, and he is completely leaning into his subconscious mind to just lead him where it wants to go. And it's a trip. I find Casual is similar. He can just kind of go there, I don't know if he remembers afterwards, but I know that with Mike and Nine, with that chorus, I mean, he went off and he started flowing. He went into the top qualified. And I was like, hey, hold on. That was the chorus right there. He was like, what'd I say? He was like, bro, you were right here. He was right here, my guy. I was right here. You was right there, and you rapped it. I'm gonna tell you what you said. Hold on. And that was the chorus. But brilliant. You know what I mean? That's just a brilliant. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So your name is the Truth Speaker. What does truth mean to you in today's world, especially when people are allergic to truth? They actually call truth hate nowadays.
Yeah. Obviously with the name like that, it's come up a time or two. For me, the name the name comes from the name that was given to Osiris and the Hall of Gods and some Egyptian shit. I think that what it's meant for me throughout my career is just simply that I have to speak my truth. And what it's come to mean more and more is that I just have to be very, very honest about what I see, how I see it, and that as long as I do that, it's authentic, and it is what it is, and I don't have to. I can stand 10 toes down on it. I think that in general, I think that that's one of the hardest things for most people to do. And one of the trickiest parts about it, to be honest, is the fact that in our lives, there's so much change. And what can be true for you is supposed to change. Like my dreams at 14 are not supposed to be the same as my dreams at 24, which is not going to be the same as my dreams at 34, which is not going to be the same as my dreams at 44.
Yeah.
And along the way, at some point, I'll have to be honest with myself and truthful about the fact that there's something going on there that's not working for me anymore. And it's up to me to figure out what that is. And I think that that's true for everybody in their lives. That change and that growth is where are the biggest stumbling blocks to kind of expressing and finding our own truths. So I think that that's what it means mostly for me now. I think in today's era of truth and people bending the truth and lying point blank, I think that it makes it so that you got to watch out. You got to watch out. And I think now more than ever, it's important for communities to come together and be honest with each other. And you have to be vigilant and you have to be careful. I mean, it's a lot of Judases out here, and they don't even need 30 pieces of silver no more. It's just a copper. They're giving it up. And I think that in that same idea and in that kind of same space, it's important to really appreciate, be thankful and grateful for, and search out like-minded individuals that aren't like that and that are willing to speak their truths and speak your truth to you. Sometimes your truth will come at you through somebody else's mouth and you'll be like, damn, I don't know if I was ready for that one, but that's really what it is. A good partner, you know what I'm saying? My lady now, she's good at that.
Do you think in the music industry that some musicians don't have like realistic goals? It seems like everybody at one point always had the same goal, like to just sign to a major label. But everybody can't get to a major label. Sometimes you need to be independent, and I think just some people don't have realistic goals in the music industry. Do you agree with that?
I think that I don't know that goals always necessarily have to be realistic. Like I think you can have a goal that's not realistic, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You can shoot for the moon even if you miss, you're among the stars. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely can say for myself, I don't think that there's anything wrong with approaching every album you make like it's about to be the biggest album ever. I think if that's your goal, that's an okay goal to have. And if it don't get there, as long as you know how to manage those expectations, it'll be all right. I do think that it's also important to know what your goals are overall. You know what I mean? That's cool to have that goal for an album. I want this record to be the biggest, but how much you tie your own sense of self-worth and happiness to all of those things, you got to be careful with that. I think with all things in life, because life is just, at least in my experience, it has shown me that it's going to throw you some curveballs. And if you attach your happiness to things, you're going to get disappointed. Almost all exterior things, people, things that happen, anything can get taken away, and it's really about making sure that your goals are kind of internal. What is it that makes you happy? Knowing that first, you know what I mean? And so I think that those kinds of goals are different than kind of career goals and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then, like we're talking about change, man, I think that some people, you have to be careful that your goal isn't in the past. You can't
Okay.
kick a field goal on a field that don't exist. I'm not gonna ever score a touchdown at Candlestick.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen no more. But
Yeah.
that was my goal when I was growing up, is I would score a Candlestick and I would see Candlestick. They don't play there no more. And I think that that's true for almost everything, but especially about music. People decided, when they were younger, that they can't wait to go walk across the Grammy stage. Then they go win the Grammy, and they're getting paid exact same amount for the show that they're doing. Grammy didn't do, you may have had the dream of walking over across and getting the Grammy, and that's in itself a goal. You did that.
Yeah.
But if you had expectations attached to it about how it was going to also make you millions of dollars because you got that Grammy, then you're going to be disappointed with that.
And I think that's the part that I meant when I say realistic, is the expectations sometimes I think are realistic, especially when I see, I've done promotion for artists for 15 years, and I see some guys that, for example, they'll come with $50 to $100 and they think they should get like $5,000 worth of results.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I usually try to chalk that up to a learning process, the people have to find that.
Yeah.
And some of those lessons are hard lessons, man. And some of those lessons are lessons that we don't want to have or don't want to hear. And oftentimes, once we realize something, may or may not have the energy to put into trying to change whatever that situation is. I mean, fact of the matter is that hip hop has a short memory span, and it's a few people that remember, but most don't,
Yeah.
And that can be hard for some people. People be like, I'm popping right now. And then it's slowly, this is why I'm hot, this is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
Mims. At one point, that man was on top of the world. This shit was everywhere. Now I saw him come in the other day leading somebody boxing, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And that's how it is, bro. Like, I mean, and it's not just music, and it's not just entertainment. That's in all walks of life, I trip off sometimes, especially being out here in France. I go into places, and some of these buildings, man, they've been here since for fucking ever, bro. You know what I mean? You walk into some place and you get you go up to a bar, and it's like, this bar been here since 1300s. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then you turn around, you think you see that there's a little stage, and you're like, damn, some motherfucker was up here playing the fiddle in 1432, killing that shit.
Damn.
And everybody in this place was like, God damn, that motherfucker played the fiddle. God damn. I never heard nobody play fiddle like that. Don't nobody know who the fiddle player is now?
Yeah.
Don't nobody remember him. No, nobody saying his name. He might have had some incredible breakthrough that he made. He may have made the lyrics of fiddle music. Nobody's talking about him right now. I mean, and that's just the way the world is, man. That's why you got to make sure you're having a good time while you're doing it, and be sure about why it is that you're doing it. Because I don't expect in the year 2742 for some motherfucker to be like, that motherfucker Lateef the Two Speaker. I'm doing it now. I'm loving it now. I'm enjoying it now. I enjoy when people appreciate it now. Somebody comes up, I like your old shit. I like your new shit. I like what you did just now. It's all good. We're all having a good time. Just trying to have a good time up in here, while we're here. So I think that, as far as expectations go, just try your best to come tight tonight. You know what I'm saying? And expect that of yourself, and that'll be all right. I don't know how much I try not to get attached to those things. I can remember, like, with the when we were doing the stuff with me and Fatboy Slim in Wonderful Night, which, let me just tell you, bro, first night that we ever played that song for anybody, like, ladies were taking off their tops and dancing. It was just wild. We immediately knew, like, we had something here. And we would go, we were doing Top of the Pops, and we were doing all this TV stuff and killing it, the video was great, and and I loved it, and I really appreciated it while it was happening, but that was we were high on the horse, You know what I'm saying? And it's not really like you can't just have the expectation that that's going to last forever. And you have to be aware of kind of the ups and downs that go with it. And I won't forget, man, early on in our career, bro, we were talking to Pasta Noose of De La Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me, Chief XL, Mace was there, Pop. And Pop said this thing that was interesting, which in retrospect is funny because he ain't that much older than me, you know what I mean? But he was like, he said some wise shit, and he was just like, man, the longer that you're in this thing, the higher the highs get and the lower the lows get.
Mm.
And I was like, really? And over time, I've been like, wow, that's very real. Because once you know that there's a certain height, you can shoot for that height, And once you shoot for that height and you get to that height, and then you exceed past it, you're like, oh, wow, I'm up high. And then when you go back down to the same level, it was just the ground before, that's still longer down, you know what I mean? To just a flat place, and then you look back up and you're like, oh, damn, I was way up high, And sometimes you can be up high and not realize you're up high until it's over, Me and Chief XL have a song called Gone that's all about loss. And in it, I kind of try to explore this idea of just like how things are just gone, they've gone away.
Yeah.
And I know it now. And it's gone away. I couldn't change it if I would, like I don't have no control. That shit's gone, One day, I thought that it would never end and it'd never be gone away. Then one day it up and ended, and now it's just gone away. I denied it at first, but that just made it worse. Now I know it for certain, for sure, it's gone away. And it's how it is,
So why'd you decide to make this move to France?
Oh, I met a lady out here. So I did a record. I got signed out here to this project, The Strangers, and we did a record, which I'm very proud of. It's half in English, half in French. And then I was touring that record, and as I was touring that record, I had broken up with my ex, who I'd been with for a long time, like 8 years. And then while I was out and about on the road, I met this woman. Her name is Julie Denez. She's an author, and she owns a publishing house. And I just met her, and I've been with women before that were creatives, but usually if they're rapping, it's tough because I'm better. I'm kidding. No, but with Julie, because she writes, she's an author and she writes books. There was a certain kind of overlapping of the skill set and the understanding of the writing of the process and all of that. But there's no like direct competition, and so we're just like supportive of each other and can kind of understand each other and what the processes are like, but we aren't like, hey, yo, listen to this, let me rap your face off, so to speak. Yeah. So that's how I met her, and it's been great ever since. Yeah.
I mean, I've noticed a lot of artists have moved overseas. I mean, for real hip hop artists, it's almost better to be overseas, right?
I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. You know what I mean? And also, man, I'll tell you, when I was in Oakland, I was doing a lot of work, kind of helping a lot of other artists. Like putting other younger cats on and I was doing like a lot of event organization, and I wouldn't perform at my events. I would have other people perform my events. And so there were those things. And I kind of felt like, when I did come over here, I was all of a sudden a lane for a lot of young cats to get some kind of exposure and get some work and get some money in their pocket had disappeared when I left, Not that there aren't other people that are doing it. There certainly are. But You know, I know in Oakland, I find that there are a lot of really, really good artists, and unfortunately, at a certain point, they got to move to LA. You know, because
Okay.
there's not an industry that's able to support them or help them in the Bay Area in that way. You can do it independent for a while, but then at some point you got to go to LA and try, at least try, like we said, to shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you end up on the stars. I think that there are some difficulties doing it outside of the states as well. Number one is, you know, straight up, you're a foreigner. I mean, I struggle out here with the language. The language is not easy.
Okay. Yeah.
And you know, it makes it so that there are other things that can be potential. There's some things culturally, you know, the French aren't really wild about talking about money, you know, and where I'm from in Oakland, bro,
Okay.
you talk about money directly. In fact, if you don't want to talk about money, it
Okay.
makes me look at you go sideways. You know what I mean? Like, why you can't talk
Yeah.
to me directly about money? And that makes me feel like you're being shady. And that's straight up a cultural difference, you know?
Yeah.
They would rather not talk about it, or talk about it through management, or talk about it through lawyers or some other way. Um, which is not just them. People are like that in the States too. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not like that, you know. And generally speaking, you know, business where I'm from isn't done like that, you know. But so I think that there are some things that are also difficult, you know, being abroad, and you still got to kind of stay tapped into the States anyway, because I don't know. For me, it just feels like that there are people in the States that like my stuff, and I want to continue the conversation that we're having, you know.
Yeah.
So I, I do think that the United States right now is difficult and getting more difficult, and I'm not sure when it'll be less difficult, you know. Um, and I think especially, you know, I'm one of these OG triple OG. I'm an OG cat, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
especially outside of the United States, I've realized that systemically in the United States, there's some really big problems that I don't know can get fixed in my lifetime. You know, like this healthcare thing, bro. I had
You said the what? You said
the
healthcare?
healthcare stuff in America is broken. You know, like
Yeah.
crazy broken. I'm here in France. I
Yeah.
had this thing the other day. I have this benign cyst, and it got inflamed, and I had to get it operated on and taken out. Then I had to have a nurse come to my house for 2 weeks to, you know, make sure to do wound management on me and everything. Uh, you know, I had to get the vitamins. You know, the whole thing with the nurse. With the nurse, that whole thing cost me like €200,
Yeah.
bro. If I'd have been in the States, it'd have been like 10 to 15 racks.
Yeah. They
Especially
charge
having a
you
nurse
like
every day.
$100 for a cheap ass burger and stuff.
It's you know it's not really sustainable, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and that to me is the part where I'm like over here. I'm like, oh wow, that's a big difference. Not to mention that, you know, here in France, if I were to become a citizen and whatnot, they have their
Mhm.
system here, the spectac system, and if you're an artist, you get unemployment if you're not working.
Oh damn. Yeah,
What?
they're not giving no musicians unemployment in America for not.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, what?
And I'm
You
not
can't get no shows? Oh, you screwed.
even sure of exactly what the amount is now, but I know that a couple, maybe like 8, 9 years ago, it was like you had to do something like 42 shows in a year to
Mhm.
qualify. And if you did 42 shows in a year, the next year, if you didn't do any shows, you were getting paid 3K a month.
Damn.
A month.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean, not like a ton of money, $36,000 a year, but that's expected to be while you're working on your next record and still
Yeah.
doing shows. It supplements your
You
economy.
think the music industry needs a union?
It needed a union a long time ago. I think, you know, and it ain't just the music industry. America needs unions. You know, it
Yeah.
has some. Those are some of the best jobs. You know, my brothers are working local 510, been getting it. You know,
Yeah.
union work is good work. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
longshoremen work good work. You know, because of the unions. America needs unions. Yeah, I'm pro union for sure. The entertainment industry is no different. Shit, man, a lot of the most money that I've gotten paid in the industry has been through SAG-AFTRA, the union for actors, and
Yeah, because
because my song
everybody
is
in the
in some
entertainment
movie or
industry
some
has a
show.
union, right? I
Well,
mean,
if your
actors
show,
got unions,
yeah, if you
athletes
and
got unions.
if your song is if your song is like in a movie or something like that, then you get SAG-AFTRA money, and that's real money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if you get licensed to be in a movie or in a television show or even commercials, Yeah. I mean, the union is really where, in my experience in the industry, it's one of the places I've gotten the most money is from the union, for sure.
That's
For
what's
sure.
up. So, when are we looking at some release dates on your up and coming project or projects?
So I have, I had just put out I just put out this experimental slap record, which was only vinyl.
Okay.
There's 250 copies.
Okay.
Um, and there's some of the songs are available online for streaming, but only like 4 or 5, I think, of them. I have this new Lateef and the Chief record that's finished,
Okay.
but we're finding a home for it. So that one I wouldn't expect to be out for another year or so. Um,
Okay.
there's this growl music that I'm working on out here with the French Cats, and that we have the record finished, but it still has to be mixed and everything. Looking at maybe the end of the year, beginning of next year, somewhere in there. For
Mhm.
that to be put out. And then I have a series that I'm going to start putting out of, again, just strictly vinyl, that are going to be called True Friends. And it's going to be kind of like, I would compare it to kind of being like a compilation series. So it's going to be like a bunch of stuff from my catalog, but it'll be themed with one of my friends that I made it all with. So I have True Friends,
Okay.
Lateef and Gifty Gab, and it's a bunch of songs that we've done together. Some of which you may have heard, some of which you may not have. Some of them never been released. I have another one I'm doing with Shadow, where over the course of our careers, me and Shadow have done about 12 songs together. So I'm gonna pull them all
Okay.
together, put them on a record with a new song on it. True Friends, Lateef and DJ Shadow. Same thing with Lyrics Born. Same thing with Fatboy Slim. Same thing with, because I'm primarily a collaborative artist throughout my entire career. If I put one of those records out every 2 to 3 months, I can put them out for the next like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And out of all your projects, what do you feel like is the most underrated?
Most underrated project that I worked, probably the Mighty Underdogs. The Mighty
Okay.
Underdogs. The record I did that record with Headmatic and the Gifted Gab. The first of all, the year that it came out, 2008, extremely weak
Okay.
year for hip hop. That was a year when a bunch of cats. That was the year that DMX put out his record, and that record was bunk. You know what I mean? Ludacris put out a record. It was not its best record. All of these cats that were supposed to be putting out the records that were supposed to be records of the year, their records were not good. And that record, The Mighty Underdogs, Dropping Science Fiction, came out right then, and it was, in my opinion, maybe top 5 hip hop album of that year. I mean, and the guests, in addition to just we had Lyrics Born on it, but we had like Rashawn and Tash from the Alcoholics, and Charlie is on it.
Okay.
We had a bunch, but if you had like Damian Marley is on the record, Damian and Julian
Okay.
Marley is on the record. MF
That's
Doom
what's
is on
up.
the record.
Oh man, yeah.
Mr. Lift is on the record. It's a phenomenal lineup. You know what I mean? The guests
Yeah.
were the guests were so good that one of the knocks on the record was like, "Oh, they're leaning on the guests a little bit." I'm like, "Yeah, because we got some motherfucking guests on this record, bro. Damian Marley, my guy. It ain't just nobody, and he wasn't like he came with a weak verse. It's just fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I would probably point at that as being like my most slept on. There's also an EP for it that has a great song with Ladybug Mecca on it. Hey baby.
Oh, from
Yeah,
Diggable?
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I would say that that's probably the most slept on thing. Although I say that, and then every once in a while somebody comes up to me and they're just like, "Mighty Underdogs, it's my favorite record." So,
Yeah, man. I mean, I like what I heard from you, man. I mean, you got a lot of different styles. You got the records where you singing. Like you said something about people calling some of your records pop. There was one record I felt like I guess you could say it sounded like a pop record, but like for me, I like that. I don't, I think sometimes hip hop artists can put themselves in a box. Sometimes, they have this mindset: if I do this, I'm selling out. I thought the goal was to sell out. We try to sell out tours. We try to sell out merchandise. We try to sell out CDs. We try to sell out the vinyl. We try to sell out the bag of chips with our name, the cereal box with our face on. We try to sell out everything.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, and I mean, selling out is always it's different. It can mean different things to different people, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, did Lauryn Hill sell out because her record went triple and quadruple, went however many times platinum that it did? She didn't really sell
I
out.
don't think so.
Like she just made the record that she wanted to make, and it just did well. It's not really selling
Yeah.
out. You know, I feel like the same with like Outkast. I feel like the same about like almost any big record. You know what I mean? I mean, there's definitely some stuff that comes out and it's in a pop genre, but there's some stuff that
Yeah.
it's just pop because it's popular.
It's so popular. Yeah.
you know?
I think there was a few artists I think through the years that were like that happened. I don't think 50 Cent was shooting for trying to make pop records or Get Rich
Nah.
or Die Trying. I think some records just got so big that they became pop. They crossed over to that pop, world. I mean, when I first really got into hip hop, the first artist that really, really got me into hip hop was playing on top 40 pop radio stations, and that was Heavy D and the Boys. Made a sound that sounds like pop music.
Absolutely. And I mean, and at that time, Heavy D is a great example, my diddly 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 diddly. I mean, that stuff, it was pop in the sense that he
That
was
was the
working
song. That was the
yeah.
song.
Yeah. And I mean, he was working with Teddy Riley, who was the biggest
Yep.
producer in the world at the time. But when he was getting on the track, he wasn't making it pop. If anything, like we were talking about, he was being the bigger amoeba. He was making Teddy Riley sound like him, For real.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, my first
Well, before we
concert.
let you go, is any shout outs you'd like to do? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up.
I was just gonna say my first concert was Too Short opening. Climax, Meeting in the Ladies Room, that featuring Roger. And then the headliner was Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. And Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh didn't sell out. They were just selling out the arena.
Yep.
That's it.
Before we let you go, though, is any shout outs you want to do? I don't know if there's, you got some artists or producers you might want to shout out.
I'll just shout out to, the cats that I've been working with, the Growl cats out here. Again, Cyril Lateef, General Electric, Leroy. Those are my brothers. I've been working with them out here tough, and we've been making some good music together. Chief XL, the new thing we got going on. DJ Shadow, it's my guy. Lyrics Born, one of my best friends in the world. Nick Andre, who produced that last vinyl only experimental slap thing. My Hyro guys. I've been super tight and kicking. Not even just my Hyro guys, man. My Hyro guys, my Sunspot Jones, Grouch, Luck, Living Legends. All of those cats been super. We've had some big losses in our community lately, and for those of us that are around still, Pep Love, Casual, all of us have gotten a lot tighter. Evidence, Charlie Tuna, and a bunch of the cats from the Jurassic 5. A lot of the West Coast underground cats. visionaries who still, link up. Shout out to, Atmosphere pulled me in on that, not on his last record, but the record before. I was on that Pressed song, on that record. I was just honored to be invited to get on the song. And like I told you that story earlier, this is a guy who came to, hey, I like the record, working at the record store. Years later, look at his career and what he's been able to do is fantastic, Um, great, great performer, et cetera, et cetera. And even just the whole Rhyme Sayers clique in general, you know what I mean? All of the Freestyle Fellowship cats, yeah, man, hip hop in general, bro. I love hip hop. Hip hop has gotten me all across the world and opened a lot of doors for me and helped give a nice framework for the life I've lived, and I'm thankful to it all.
Did you ever know my man D Wise from the Bums? He was from your area.
I know of him. I don't know him personally, but I know of him. Yeah. A lot
Yeah,
of
I know he got a barbershop out there. He's
what?
He got a barbershop out there in Oakland.
True. Yeah. He probably knows my cousin Robeson, my cousin Robe P. He cuts hair out there. But yeah, and I'll give a shout out to the homie, Gifty Gab, Zumbi, Zion I,
Okay.
Shock G, Oakland lost a lot of heroes, hometown heroes recently. Although I'd say Gab is more of a West Coast hero, but Sacramento and LA. But yeah, man, shout out.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out. You're a friend of the show now. If you want to come back on, please do. I'm gonna make sure I get off here, clip up some clips for the interview and promote those out. I'll send you my email if you want to send any music for our live music reviews. Please do, man. And anytime I see a post come by, I'm gonna make sure I like, comment, and all that good stuff, man. And I'm gonna go in more to your catalog and check it out too. But I like what I've been hearing, man, because you're really unpredictable, I think, with the music.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. I try, man. Try not to repeat myself. Repeat myself.
Yeah, repetition could be a bad thing sometimes. It could get boring after a while.
It can, but the other side of that though, man. Doom. One trick pony, but man, is it a good trick? That's a great trick. I want to see that trick again.
Wow. Well, once again, I appreciate it, man. Well, go ahead.
Who I'm gonna give a shout out to, who I think had a really good record. Came out I think last year. Curious, bro.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you heard Curious's record.
I ain't heard his new record.
Man. I was impressed, bro. That dude got styles. I mean, he's always been great,
Yeah.
But I hadn't heard anything from him in a while before I heard that record, and I was like, oh wow, this dude hasn't stopped. This guy's still rapping, and he ain't stopped rapping because his mastery. I mean, because him and Doom, they shared that style. That was their style, and on a couple of those songs, he's definitely doing that style. And then all of a sudden, he just is like, oh, and I'm gonna do a different style now. Oh, and I'm gonna do a different style now. Oh, and it's like, oh wait, you're not just. Oh, okay. You got a whole bunch of tricks in this bag. Okay. Yeah, no, that was a good record. I enjoyed that record a lot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you probably got to be a real hip hop head to know Curious nowadays. I think there's a lot of people that need to be reintroduced to a guy like him. He had that song back in the day, something about a duck or something. Walk Like a Duck, was it?
Yeah, but that's not this record that he just did. Yeah. Oh man, he really put on. There's a couple of cats that I would say as they've gotten as time has gone on, they've gotten better. One of those cats is Evidence. Evidence.
Okay, yeah, I like. Yeah, Evidence is nice. He's nice,
bro. He does stuff
He's
now rapping
nice.
that he did not used to do when he first started. And over that whole run of like Weatherman, like started like right around the Weatherman stuff. All of a sudden, this dude's lyrics just started to be just tremendous. Like, who are you rapping like this, bro? Yeah, he's that's another cat that I think has gotten a lot better. And I like a lot of the younger cats too. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of these younger dudes. I'm into all of it. I listen to all of it. That cats from the Bay, you know what I mean, and cats from
Uh-huh.
elsewhere too. I'm very supportive in my listening habits. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood why guys get worse as they get older. It's not like, basketball where you can't run fast no more, you can't jump high no more,
It's true.
you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
And
Master
you,
Ace is a guy that through the years, like if you look at early Master Ace to where he's at now, his style just evolved to this style that's just it's almost perfect rhyming perfection almost.
yeah, no, he's incredible. And Master Ace has been great since he started, but yeah, I agree. He's continued to elevate his game. You know.
And that's
Yeah.
not always the case for guys. Sometimes guys just completely fall off, man. I've heard it. I've heard some very disappointing things from guys from the era that I grew up really listening to. It's just it's a head scratcher to me sometimes. Like, wow, like
You
what
know,
happened?
me and Gab talked about this, and me and X talk about this sometimes. But one of the things about rap that's kind of a trip is you kind of got to stay in the game. Like you got to, it's like a boxing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like boxing is
yeah.
not something that you just like walk away from it and just be coming back and I'm gonna start
Come
boxing
back.
again. You're gonna
Yeah,
get knocked out all the time. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, like what happened? I used to
yeah,
not get knocked out. I get knocked out every day, my guy. Um, Rapping is one of those things that you have to be staying inspired and continue evolving and stay tapped in on some level with what it is that's going on and what's popular, even if that's not what you're going to do. But I can tell you
yeah.
right now, like I listen to the Coast Contra guys, I'm inspired. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Them cats is raw.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
um, and I don't feel so bad once I find out that Razkaz is their dad. That man, I feel better.
yeah,
I'm like, oh, y'all had a head start. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Y'all good.
yeah,
But Pivot Gang, them cats, fantastic. Uh, there's a lot of young cats that you know, I mean, our future is kind of middle of the road now. You know what I mean? But there's tons of groups, and I'm into, I listen to, learn, and study all of those cats because I feel like that's what it takes to stay on top of this thing. And if you like it, then like it. Don't not like it, like we said.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, appreciate you taking time out, man. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. What's it about like 9 p.m. Over there now?
yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, 9:15.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's like 4 here still, so we still got a lot of day. But like I said, you friend of the show. I'm gonna send you my contact info. I got your text, so I'm the kind of guy that likes to hit people up from time to time to check how you doing. So
cool, man.
you expect the text to see. I'll probably text you holidays or something. Just make sure you're doing good and stuff like that.
Sounds good, man. On some Wu Tang. Expect the text. Cool. So,
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your day, man.
cool. You too, man.
All right, appreciate it.
All good. Likewise. Peace.
All right, peace. Well, there you have it. Another interview under the books. Lateef, the truth speaker, definitely got a lot of different styles. Very unpredictable. Go check out some of his projects. He had a few group ones. I can't believe I got the name right. Lyrics with Lyrics Born. He got out most underrated one. And you got Lateef and the Chief with Chief XL. Of course, he's got the solo, which I went through and listened to. It was called let me get it, make sure I got it right. Firewire. Firewire. I was definitely impressed. A lot of different styles. He don't just rap, he also sings on some of the tracks as well. And um just a lot of good different vibes on there, man. A lot of different vibes. It's unpredictable. It doesn't stay just one sound. He experiments with a lot of different sounds. And yeah, man, they definitely gotta get that union in the music industry, though. Definitely gotta get that union in the music industry. Appreciate everybody staying on and tune on. tune in for as long as y'all did. Shout to Dan the Automator. Appreciate you, Craig, Steven, Venegas. Probably butchered that last name. Tomorrow we got music reviews. Submit to livefromfayettenam@gmail.com. We about to wrap it up, get off here, and clip up some clips. And also, I'm gonna clip out the interview and upload it separately because I was on. I got the times mixed up. I thought they was literally 6 hours ahead, and they were 5 hours ahead. So I came on at 2 p.m., which was 7 p.m. their time, and I was really supposed to be 3 p.m., 8 p.m. his time. But really great guy, man. A lot of interesting things. Been in the underground scene for a hot minute. Seen a lot of things. Now he's overseas, so he's seeing how it is overseas. You see how it is in U.S. market, and that's you never know where the world takes you, man. You born in Oakland and raised in Oakland, and you end up living in France, man. Who knows where life is going to take you? Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, and we about to wrap it up. Peace. I'm out.